Hey guys, Brian with Buffalo Beer Reviews. Just got back from the Niagara County Fair. This is the first year that actually living this close to Niagara County that I made it out to the fair. So it was pretty fun actually, I'm not going to lie to you. A little on the small side, but it was fun. On the way back, I hit up the New York Beer Project. They just had a new release yesterday. If anybody follows them on Twitter, you guys already know what it is. And if you don't follow them on Twitter, they came out with The One. And this is their New England style IPA. Wow. So this clocks in at 5.8% ABV. There weren't any IBUs noted, right? So right from Untapped, it says hazy and juicy with aromatics of ripe pineapple, orange and stone fruit combined with a silky and creamy mouthfeel from oats and wheat. Soft carbonation and minimal bitterness makes this flavorful IPA easy to drink. I gotta tell you, I stopped in. Very easy to buy, very easy to drink, very easy to get a crowler of and bring it home and enjoy it. They have a little write-up, laminated write-up. I did not take a picture of it because I'm not that smart. But I do believe it was Amarillo, Falconer's Flight, and Zythos hops that were in the beer, along with the other malts and other, kind of brewing techniques that make it a New England, like those malted oats and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's a little on the different side. I'm just gonna forewarn you, and different enough for I think it would behoove you to maybe make the trip out and see what they're doing out here at the Beer Project. So get this into a glass and I'll show you all about it. I'm gonna leave a little bit of room up at the top because I found when I had it at the bar or the brewery that it was more aromatic with a little bit of room in your glass, and it did change the aroma a lot, which is nice. But anyway, so you take a look at this. This is as classic of a New England style IPA as you're gonna want. I mean, it's this milky, pale yellow sort of juicy goodness. Hazy, but it hides the carbonation, but it is well carbonated. It's got that super premium, tightly packed head on it. Do you know what I mean? So it looks the part through and through, right? Woo! And you get your nose on it, and it is all sorts of, I don't want to say typical IPA or New England IPA, but it's what you've come to expect from a nicely crafted New England. Really, 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 really. So it's sweet. There's lots of grapefruit notes. There's lots of bright citrus notes, right? And it's just it's just got this little cutting back end of bitterness. And those are all the things that, you've come to love and expect from your favorite New Englands. Just from the New York Beer Project this time, right? Anyway, it smells really, really good. So, New England from New York Beer Project, 5.8% ABV with this sort of look and appearance and aroma. So, you've got all these great things going for it. So, let's see how this thing pulls through in the flavor department, right? Let's see what this thing tastes like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I think first and foremost, you're going to find that the grapefruit is pretty much the star of the show here, right? So we've got Amarillo, Falconer's Flight, and Zythos hops. So the Falconer's Flight, I'm thinking that's pretty much the main star with its floral citrus, tropical fruit. It's lemon, it's grapefruit, And then you get a little bit, I think, of the more of the supporting aromatics from the Zythos, probably with either the piney, grapefruity sort of deal, and or yeah, pineapple either too. So, so I think you open up. You get a nice, yeah, I think you initially get the first upfront handshake with the grapefruit. And I think you get this, ooh, you hear that? Rain's coming in. Anyway, let me talk fast. So then I think you get a nice, softly supported roll with the orange, which isn't something that I think is described a lot in New England, but it's really, really good. But the other things that make it a New England, like those, like the mouthfeel from those oats, the color, the mouthfeel, the softness of it, those are all intangible. Like those are just things, you either have them or you don't, and this has it wonderfully, wonderfully done. I feel as though there's a dry hop presence to this beer that you don't get with a lot of other sort of New Englands. It doesn't have that super round and super rounded aftertaste. This is a dry, curt sort of bitterness on that aftertaste, on that mouthfeel, which is something a little bit different. It's a nice beer. It's nice looking. It's nice smelling. It's nice tasting. The only thing that I think I really have to say is not typical is this dry hopped sort of bitterness aftertaste. It's just something I wanted to let you guys know about in case you know, in case you get it. Let me know. If nobody else gets it, then tell me, say, hey, what the hell are you even talking about, right? Yeah. But overall, this is a spectacular beer from the Beer Project. One that I'm hoping is going to make its way onto, you know, flagship status. You guys, if you guys have watched my videos in the past, you guys know my sort of philosophy on New England's. Everybody's doing them. Some people only do them. And some people only drink beer if it's a New England IPA, which I'm not a huge fan of. If you're a well-rounded beer person, you're a well-rounded beer person. If you like IPAs of all styles, you like IPAs of all styles. I just don't think it should be limited to one beer. And if you guys have ever been to the Beer Project, they have so many different styles of beer, and that's why I love them. You know, they have a shandy on there. They have a Belgian. They have a couple Belgians. They have, you know, some sours, and they have a whole array of different styles of beers. So to throw a New England into the mix of the Beer Project, I think is a great idea. I don't think it's going to be the only beer people come in to drink from the Beer Project, which is what I was initially worried about. Do you know what I mean? But they do such a great job with the other beers. This is just another in the line of a great product that they're making at the Beer Project. So that's it for me, guys. What else? The 5.8%. Yes. So I was invited by their director of operations, the new one, Dan, and about a month and a half ago, I had a test batch of this at 5.5% ABV. And that was one of the big things I was kind of telling. I was like, I think 5.5 isn't bad. All these beers don't have to be 6.5, 7% New England IPAs. So I was really happy to see that this was only a 5.8er. I think it's perfect. You don't have to get walloped with this huge ABV dose. It plays really, really nicely with the other supporting flavors and kind of the build of the beer. It's great. Besides the little dry aftertaste, you know, I'm getting subtle sort of citrus and tropical aftertaste, but they dissipate quickly. There's nothing really to really contend with over the course of drinking the beer, really. Very easy to drink. I would absolutely love to see it back for a long time at the brewery. I think that would do them a world of good. Yeah, and this is not going to be a hard beer to finish. I don't know if you could tell that I like the beer. So that's my little look at The One New England IPA from the Beer Project. If you guys aren't from the North Towns, this is another beer that is reason enough to make the trip up to Southern Lockport. You know what I mean? Right off of Millersport Highway onto Transit Road, right past the Niagara County produce. It's right there. It's right there, man. There's no reason. Look at this thing. And Strictly Hip is going to be playing in sometime this month, which is even another reason to look them up and to know where they're at. So that's it for me, guys. That's enough of me talking. I'm going to try to get this camera in before it starts raining on me. So hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. I know it's been a little bit of a time off from videos. Leave me a thumbs up or a comment, and I'd love to hear from you guys. So let me know what you're thinking, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.